Hey friends, and welcome to Technical Shots with LJ. In this session, we're gonna learn the simplest, the easiest, yet the most effective trading strategy. I've been using this strategy right from my early trading days, and then I can assure you this is, one of the most successful and of course this is my favorite strategy. It is a very basic and very simple strategy. I'm sure when you learn more about it, you might think that you might have already noticed it. Most of the time, when we notice strategies as simple and as basic as these, we actually try to overlook them. I've seen most traders trying to look for different indicators and different chart patterns, the harmonics, oscillators, and whatnot they put on the chart. End of the day, all these things put on the chart confuse us, as in which direction the trend is going to move. So let's try to stick with basics and the simple things which can actually give us money. And let me tell you this strategy has a success rate of approximate 65 to 70%, which is not bad. So I'm gonna demonstrate this strategy. Let me explain the strategy first, and then I'll demonstrate how do you use it. And once you see it, you will be really surprised to see that this you have already seen previously. Many times you have actually noticed it, but then maybe you're using it, I don't know. But most of the time, as I said earlier, like when we see something very basic and simple, we just wonder, like, is this going to make money for us? But trust me, the most simplest and the basic things actually make money for us rather than going into more complex and, just trying to get confused on what we are doing. Saying that, let's get back to our strategy. So far, I think, hope it makes sense to you. So, the prerequisite of these strategies are whatever charts we are looking, we should be looking on an hourly time frame. We don't want to go lower than hourly time frame where we'll have all the noise and distortion, which we don't want that. We don't want to go higher than hourly because then it will be something to look for, like a swing or a positional. We don't want that either. So the perfect time frame for this strategy is an hourly time frame. Next thing is we are looking for this uptrend. So basically the strategy is we try and identify a price action in uptrend, and then once it breaks the uptrend, we actually look carefully for the break in the uptrend. We see that the price is breaking the uptrend and moving downwards. We look for the confirmation, which is very important. Once we have a confirmation, then we enter in a short position, and I'll explain you in detail how do we do that on the charts. But so this is, you can say, it's like a a bear strategy. So the second prerequisite, basically, when I say we should have an uptrend of 8 to 10 days before it breaks, so we are actually banking on this. The bigger duration of the trend, the more deep fall we can see, but at least we are looking for 8 to 10 days of uptrend for this strategy to work in an efficient manner. The next thing is we try to implement the strategy in commodities market, because I've seen the commodities market respect more technicals rather than the stocks. Because if we see the stocks falling down, there might be some fund manager waiting for a particular price, so we don't know if he is looking for that price, and he just gets into the market and buys that, which actually breaks our strategy. So it's best to use this strategy on a commodity. So you can use natural gas, or oil markets, or any metal uh, commodities, or even something like wheat, or whatever. But I think it's preferred on a commodity instrument. So saying that, we saw this is what we see this strategy, what it is all about. We are looking for an uptrend, and then we find a break in the uptrend. We wait for the confirmation candle. Once we have a confirmation candle, then we enter the short position. We put a stop loss right here at the peak. So let me just take the short position here. So if we are trading here, this is our short position. This short position or this trade we are going to enter only after we see a confirmation candle, which is of an hourly time frame. So break in the trend. So that will be this candle. Okay, let me get this off first. So break in the trend. So that will be this candle, and then we have the next candle, which is a confirmation showing the downtrend. That is, the downtrend has been confirmed. And then after we see the downtrend has been confirmed, we enter the short position where the trend was broken, and then we'll put a stop loss at the peak of this, you know so it will be, the peak of the I'll when we see the charts, it will be more clearer as in where we are placing the stop loss, but it will be, the nearest peak of the break in the trend. And the profit or the targets will be, I would usually, want to keep it risk reward 1:2 for, for starters. But then, based upon your risk appetite and based upon your experience, you can change, you know as in how it suits you. But, for the starters, till you get, confidence, or you just, I would, want to put it into a risk reward of 1:2. I mean, I've been using that and it has perfectly suited me, and I'm more than happy. So I usually keep on searching, if I'm using some strategy on some markets, and if my trade is running, so I keep on scanning the markets to see if I can, find one of these trades or one of these strategies where I can take it. And so it's very simple. So let's go back to the charts, and then we'll see how do we actually implement the strategy. So let me get rid of all of this. So let me get the eraser tool from here, and there you go, that's perfect. So let me go back to charts. So we have the natural gas markets on an hourly time frame. So this is very important. Hourly time frame is the key. And, as I said, I usually try to work this on a commodity market. So let's see if we can find an up downtrend, and I can very well see it. Sorry, uptrend, and I can very well see it. So let me put this onto a replay, and there you go. So see, this is where the charts are forming an uptrend here. Yeah. So let us see this way, and forward. Let's do so. Still making higher lows, and let's see. Okay, so there you go. So let us see. Yeah. So this is. Mhm. This is what it is. Perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, there you go. So you saw the break in the trend here. Beautiful. Let me just, enlarge it here. Make it clear. I hope it is clear. Yeah. So look at this candle. So this candle has actually given the break in the trend, and then we have another candle which is confirmation. Now some people can argue, why this is not a break in the trend. Look at this, it has broken the trend, but the very next candle is a green and it's gone up, above the trend. So we just can't, take this as a break in the trend. So look at this candle, it has given the break in the trend, and then the next candle is a confirmation. As I said, a confirmation is a very important, candle. So let's get our short position in. Where did we say? At the break of the trend. Now let's see what I meant, the peak. So the peak here, the nearest peak here is this. So let me put the stop loss just about here. And the target was 1:2. Yeah, there you go. So we are still not in the trade here. Yeah. So let's run. Okay, there you go. Entered the trade. So this is a very big candle. I think, it's trying to come and, confirm the selling pressure. So let's see what happens here. Okay, there you go. Okay, look at this. The markets are still thinking. Can you see the doji? So the markets are still thinking either it should go up or down. Let's see what happens next. There you go. This is a confirmation that, the markets want it down. So let's see what happens. Oh, Okay, so I think there's a gap up here. You see there? So there must be some sort of a fundamental or something has changed, and it's pushed the market up. But see how the trend is getting respected. You don't see any candles above the trend. So far we are all good here. So let's see what happens next. Okay, so I think the markets are coming back now. Okay, there you go. So that's our trade successfully. So this is as you saw, we had a break in the trend, retest, we had the confirmation, and then once we had confirmation, we entered the trade and then successfully executed the trend. So this is an example of this. Let's see another example very quickly. I don't want to make this video very longer, so let me see another example, and then you can always check on different charts and time frames, and let me know how you find just you can uh, put your feedback in the comment section, and let me know how you find this, or even you can evolve this strategy in your own way to suit you. So if you make any changes, I would be more than happy to hear back from you. So I would appreciate if you can put the details in the comment section. Saying that, let's go and find another trade. So let me just cancel this replay here, and let's see if we can find another trade here. So the key is always go and find an uptrend. So one more thing which we said, 8 to 10 days. So when did the uptrend start here? The 2nd of June. And when did it break here? The 9ish. So roughly around, you know 22nd. So roughly around 7 days. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, seven. I mean, if you're on the boundaries of 8 to 10, that's fine. But at least to make it work successfully, I would rather say 8 to 10. But seven is not a bad thing. So let's go and see another trade. So I can see uptrend here. So let us actually take a replay, and then gonna cut here. So this is the uptrend where I'm seeing the uptrend starting, and so let's see what happens here. And so we are, what is the date? Uptrend started the 12th of March, and we are here is the 18th of May. Okay, so let's see what happens. So okay, there you go. The trend is very strong. Look at that candle just bouncing back. Okay, there you go. We just need a break in the uptrend. That's what we are after. We don't actually need any uptrend. So let's see what happens here. Okay, there you go. What is that? So we have seen the break in the trend. Now we need a confirmation. There you go. Perfect. We found the confirmation. So this is very important. Once you find a break in the trend, the next candle needs to be a confirmation. If the next candle closes above the uptrend, then that is not a valid trade for me. So let's get our short position in, and short position is always at where the trend was broken, and the nearest peak here is this one. So I'm just going to place it above here, and let me do 1:2 trade. There you go. Perfect. So we still not entered the trade. Yeah, so let's see what happens here. Okay, nothing, still not entered. Let me maximize this. Still not entered. Come on, what's going on there? Okay, there you go. See that? We entered the trade. So something's happened here on the fundamental. Then we have actually capped up, and both the trades what we saw, actually there was a gap up. Let's see what happens here then. So okay, that's fine. Look at this line. Look at this line is working as a resistance here. See how strongly this break in trend is working as a resistance. See all the candles. Just getting rejected. Look at this getting rejected. Let's see what happens. Okay, there you go. Beautiful. So look at this. This has actually given us a confirmation of rejection. This break in trend, and then okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, oh, it was very close there. Oh, there you go. So that's where we won our trade. So if you look here, one thing is very very clear. When you break the trend, there is a lot of selling pressure here, and that is what we are banking on. This strategy basically is banking on that selling pressure at the break in the trend. Okay, so yeah, that is, this is, as I said, is just nothing complex in this. Very simple, very very basic, one of the easiest and one of the perfect efficient strategies working, I would say. So yeah, that's it from my side. If you find this strategy helpful, please give us a thumbs up, please share and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.